Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the class of 2019 senior athletes. My name is Aaron Felber, and I am the West Athletic Director. I, along with the East Athletic Director, Molly Hengst, to my right, and our amazing administrative assistant, Barb Breyer, hiding in the back here, would like to thank you all for coming and welcome you to West Bend High School's Senior Athletic Awards Ceremony for 2019. Tonight we honor the time, commitment, and accomplishments of our senior athletes. While athletes mold our students, students who participate in athletics help mold our schools and community. You are role models who have demonstrated commitment, passion, and character. For that, we are grateful and wish you nothing but the best. To present our first set of awards, I would like to introduce Molly Hengst, who will initiate the recognition of our North Shore Scholar athletes.
Good evening. At this time, I would ask that you please refer to your program for the list of North Shore Scholar athletes. I would like the East Scholar athletes to line up by the stairs to my right and the West Scholar athletes to the stairs to my left. East, West. Each year, the North Shore Conference awards Senior Scholar Athlete certificates to those athletes who have won 3 letters, have a 3.5 GPA or above, and have continued to participate in an athletic program through their senior year. As your names are called, please step to the podium for your certificate and then form a line behind me. We are going to start with the East Scholar athletes. Catherine Albrecht. Braden Brem. Alyssa Chartier. Matthew Clark. John Daly. Amber Dricken. Grace Johnson. Mason Kirk. Emily Kolb. Bridget Krause. Auburn Larson. Megan Lemke. Megan Malwitz. Taylor Nye. Riley Orth. Heather Pekorski. Justin Scherzer. Cooper Schlosser. Michael Seaman. Sydney Spaeth. Taylor Woods.
And for our West Bend West North Shore Scholar athletes, we have Casey, I agree. I agree. I'm sorry, Casey. I practiced that one. Nicholas Bone. Nolan Beekle. Julia Bittner. Olivia Burns. Cassidy Shamer. Logan Chesak. Lauren Craig. Mark Damcott. Daniel Dienhart. Lauren Downs. Thomas Duncan. Alexis Fiorentino. Ethan Hadler. Benjamin Heinen. Trevor Caring. Megan Kurtz. Michael Lang. Mackenzie Lang. Rebecca Morichai. Liesel Myers. Gavin Pickett. Jackson Rod. Haley Rayhauer. Logan Rupnow. Jared Schultz. Eli Tranel. Cade Yurgis. And last but not least, Ethan Yurgis. Let's give them all a round of applause. Congratulations to all of the West Bend East and West Bend West North Shore Conference Scholar athletes. If you guys could stay up here, please. From these athletes, the WIAA invites member high schools in the state to nominate one boy and one girl from the Wisconsin Interscholastic Association Scholar Honors, or for the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association Scholar Honors. This program was launched in 1984 to honor the scholastic and athletic experience. Nominees must have earned at least 4 varsity letters and have a grade point average of a 3.0 or better. Additional points are awarded for state tournament appearances and conference, regional, and sectional participation. For 2019, the WIAA Scholar Athletes for West Bend West are Olivia Burns and Logan Rupnow. Congratulations. Thank you. I don't want to shake this. Congratulations.
And the 2019 WIAA Scholar Athletes from West Bend East are Sydney Spaeth and Cooper Schlosser. In 1993, the West Bend High School Scholar Athlete Award was established. A nominating committee comprised of coaches, the athletic director, and principal choose a male and female athlete from each school based on the same criteria as the WIAA award. However, along with academic excellence, coaches give a special consideration to the athlete's accomplishments, abilities, and leadership. I am pleased to announce the coaches and athletic director's choice for West Bend East High School Scholar Athletes for 2019 are Katie Albrecht and Justin Scherzer.
And for West Bend West, we have Julia Bittner and Logan Rupnow. Good work. Congratulations. This concludes the presentation for the 2018-2019 Scholar Athletes. Thank you, athletes. At this time, you are welcome to take your seats. And again, one more round of applause for our Scholar Athletes. Since 1991, the Department of the Army has awarded Olympic-style bronze medals to more than 300,000 students across the country. Recipients have included valedictorians, National Honor Society members, and even an Olympic gold medalist. The U.S. Army Reserve believes that young people should strive to be the best they can be in all areas of their lives. This program recognizes and rewards a male and a female athlete from each participating school who excels in the classroom and on the athletic field. This year, along with our coaches, I'm proud to present the U.S. Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award for West Bend West to Lauren Downs and Jackson Rod.
And the 2019 U.S. Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award for West Bend East goes to Bridget Krause and Nathan Brockman. Congratulations. Thank you. The United States Marine Corps annually recognizes one senior from each school with the Distinguished Athlete Award. Senior athletes are recognized for being exemplary young citizens and role models for younger students, and as varsity athletes, for exhibiting the personal traits of courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership. This certificate is signed by the 33rd Commandment of the Marine Corps. It is with pleasure that the West Bend East coaches and I present this award to Amber Dricken.
And the West Bend West Marine Corps Award goes to Leah Justman. give all of our athletes one more round of applause and congratulations. You guys can take your seats. This time I'd like to call upon Jeff Rondorf.
Good evening. 2 recipients will be receiving the Luke Rimouski Ironman Scholarship, each receiving $1,000, and more importantly, their name will be engraved on the monument up at the stadium. To meet the requirements of an Ironman, student athletes must have completed a total of 8 years in football, 5th grade through senior year. This scholarship is in remembrance of Luke, representing the traits and behaviors he exemplified as a true Ironman himself. Most notably, those traits and behaviors are respect, dedication, compassion, perseverance, and pride. As we know, each of these can be easy to say but hard to do. But Luke showed us it was possible in the way he influenced others on and off the field. As the committee interviewed the applicants, they had this to say about these young men. It became evident that each was an outstanding individual and very impressive on and off the field. The maturity and confidence they displayed will carry them a long way in being successful in whatever they pursue. The committee truly believed any one of them would be deserving, which made their decision a very difficult one. They should be proud to be a part of the group representing this special scholarship in Luke's memory. With special thanks to the West Bend Gridiron Club and Maysteel Industries, it is with great pride that we award this scholarship to Matthew Clark and Eli Tranel.
And next we have Brian Highmark, a member of the West Bend Baseball Association, here to present their scholarships.
Thank you. On behalf of the West Bend Baseball Association and myself as a board member and Willie Miller as our president, we would like to present our scholarships. Each of these individuals will be receiving a $1,000 scholarship. They will also have their names etched on a monument at Regner Park. For East this year, the winner will be Juan Garola. And for West, Logan Ruppnow. Let's give them another round of applause.
The Athletic Booster Clubs are an organization comprised of parents and community members dedicated to promoting and supporting West Bend student athletes and their coaches. The student athlete must have demonstrated determination and perseverance in the classroom and through their participation in athletics. To recognize the dedication and commitment of graduating student athletes that will be moving on to post-secondary education, we are pleased to offer this scholarship to one male and one female student athlete from each school. I have Shirley Kirk up here, the Vice President of the East Booster Club, and she is going to present the East Booster Club scholarships to Sydney Spaeth and Cooper Schlosser.
I, alongside President Lisa Paulson of the West Booster Club, would like to present Lauren Downs and Logan Ruppnow with the Booster Club Scholarship. Now I'd like to call up Boyd Janto.
Thank you, Aaron, and good evening, everyone. I am very excited to be awarding the first ever recipients of the Janto Family Student Athlete Scholarship tonight. This year's recipients are from West Bend West, Alex Suflo, and from West Bend East, Sydney Spaeth. While Alex and Sydney are making their way to the stage, I just wanted to say a few words about this scholarship. My wife Diana and I have truly been touched by the impact this school district, the educators, and the coaches have had on shaping the lives of our three kids who have now all graduated from West Bend West High School. Going forward, we will honor 2 graduates each year who embody the core values that were most cherished by us as parents. We wanted these recipients to be well-rounded students, athletes, and leaders on their teams and in the community. There were 13 fantastic applicants for these awards this year. I want to thank and congratulate each of them on all of their impressive high school careers. Applicants needed to have run at least 4 seasons of track and/or cross country, then were evaluated and scored in 5 specific areas, including academic success, participation in multiple sports, athletic honors and accomplishments at the highest of levels, team and community leadership, and a personal essay, including their future plans. So we couldn't be more proud of Alex and Sydney, who will each be receiving $2,000 scholarships later this summer. Alex is a 3-year letter winner in both cross country and track, where he served as a senior co-captain in both. He was first team all-conference in cross country this past year and contributed towards the Spartans making it to state during his last 3 seasons. In track, he also had all-conference performances and qualified for state last year as a member of the 4x8 relay. We were touched by Alex's personal growth as a student and as a leader throughout his high school career, as well as by his phenomenal volunteer service history. We look forward to hearing about Alex's success at UW Stout, where he plans to run track and cross country while studying engineering. Sydney was the most accomplished multi-sport athlete of all of our applicants and is on her way to lettering 12 times in volleyball, gymnastics, and track, where she was a multi-year captain or team leader on each of these 3 teams. Sydney was also an impact athlete. She qualified for state twice in gymnastics, earning second team All-State on the floor as a sophomore. She has 3 years of all-conference performances all over the track as both a sprinter and a jumper. She also qualified for state in the triple jump last year. She is also a terrific student who plans to study math and chemistry at St. Norbert College, where she'll be continuing her track career, joining 2 Jantos as a Green Knight up in De Pere. Congratulations, both of you.
At this time in our program, we would like to have all of our past and present coaches in attendance to stand up, please. Past and present coaches, please stand.
Call up Jed for his word.
We'd like to take a moment to thank you for all you've done and all you're doing for our student athletes of West Bend East and West Bend West High School, and especially thanks for being here tonight. Let's give them a round. At this time, I'm going to call Jed Jablonski up.
This week, the West Bend High School trap team will be completing our 7th season as a combined East-West and co-ed team. From its inception, this program has enjoyed community and school support with excellent participation, averaging 73 kids per season. 2 years ago, our student-led board established 2 scholarships to recognize dedicated team members furthering their education after high school. Recipients of these scholarships must be active trap team members 3 of their 4 years, including their senior year, while maintaining a GPA of at least 2.5. Through the help of the Column Scholarship Selection Committee, I am pleased to present 2 $1,000 scholarships to Adam Luca and Christopher Huseman.
Each spring, the athletic department holds meetings at which the head coaches nominate and vote on their selection of an athlete who has shown outstanding leadership, effort, and integrity. It is my pleasure to introduce Coach Rondorf, who will present the East Boys Coaches Award.
This year's Coaches Award winner from East is Nathan Brockman. Nathan? I told Nathan he has to stand next to me so I look better. His wrestling coach, Brent Henschel, had this to say. Nathan was a 4-year letter winner, which is impressive considering he didn't start wrestling until his freshman year. He was voted team captain this year, second team all-conference at 182 pounds, and qualified for sectionals. Nathan plans on going into the Army after graduation, where he will train to be a combat medic, and I know he will make us all proud. His track coach, Tom Hogester, had this to say. I had the pleasure of working with Nathan both in football and track, and through the years I saw him develop into a great young man. Nathan is a true team leader. He does many things that will not only benefit himself, but also the team. In track, he will try any event that we put him in, or just do it to get better, and while possibly helping out the team. On a personal note, I also have to thank Nathan for his countless times he interacted with my son at practice. My favorite memory of Nathan is when my son and he were reading a book together after practice. I didn't ask him, he just did it because he cares. He encourages his teammates and demands that they do the best they possibly can. I will miss Nathan on our track team and wish him the very best. And his football coach had this to say. It was a pleasure to have coached this young man. Nathan was always willing to do whatever it took to contribute to the success of our team. He is a 3-year letter winner. His attitude, effort, compassion, and respectfulness were much like his teammates, also sitting out here in the audience. Nathan represents everything that is great about West Bend East High School. Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you, Coach Rondorf, and congratulations to Nathan. Now I would like to call up Coach Mike Herther to present the West Boys Coaches Award.
It is with great honor to present the West Boys Coaches Award to an individual who exemplifies the qualities of leadership, dedication, and passion to this community, and specifically West Bend athletics. He is one of them first on the field, last off the field type of guys, and will do whatever the coach needs or asks him to do. He has assisted coaching a girls softball team, created and ran an off-season running program, has mentored elementary and middle school students through running clubs all year long, and has personally brought up 8th graders to our high school practices to go and let them know what it is to be a Spartan. He has earned a multitude of athletic accomplishments throughout the years. These include a 3-year letter winner in cross country, being named all-conference twice, and qualifying for state cross country 2 times. He is also a 2-time and soon-to-be 3-time letter winner in track and field. In track and field, he won a coach's award as a sophomore, was voted a team co-captain by his teammates as a senior, is an indoor conference champion, and a 1, hopefully 2, state qualifier. However, the most impressive achievement for me looking at him is that he is a 4-time Ironman. This means he hasn't missed a single day of track practice in 4 years. Looking through the records, he is going to become the 7th person to be a 4-time Ironman winner. Personally, he has been my saving grace. He's run around the building, solved a bunch of problems, is there every day just taking care of whatever needs to be done. I call him my coach in training, and I personally will miss him. I wish him the best as he continues with his running and educational career at UW Stout this upcoming fall, and we will be waiting for him here at West Bend to be officially named a coach in the near future. So without further ado, I am proud to announce the 2019 West Bend West Boys Coaches Award to Alex Sufel.
Thanks, Coach Herther, and congratulations, Alex. For the East Girls Coaches Award, I would like to introduce Coach Ziegler.
Tonight I am honored to present the Coaches Award for West Bend East. Over the past 3 years, I've had the privilege to coach this individual and watch her grow not only as an athlete, but as a leader and a person. She's a dedicated multi-sport athlete who is determined in making herself better and her teammates better. She knows how to push herself through adversity and understands her role on any team. Various coaches and teachers view this individual as a selfless athlete and student who puts others before herself. That is something that every coach values in a player and as a person. This individual has become one of the top athletes in East girls basketball history and has added to her legacy this past year by becoming a 1,000-point scorer. Auburn Larson is truly an amazing role model for future West Bend East female athletes. In the fall, she plans to attend Auburn University and major in business administration. Auburn, I've had the opportunity to not only build a relationship with you as a coach on the court, but in the classroom and on a personal level. I wish you the best of luck in the fall. Your 2019 Coaches Award goes to Auburn Larson.
Thank you, Coach Ziegler, and congratulations to Auburn. Finally, Coach Halipka will present the West Girls Coaches Award.
Good evening. Whoops. I have the privilege to recognize the Coach Award from the West Girls side. This amazing athlete has been participating in multiple sports, but she is a first-time track athlete this year as her senior year. She's competed in gymnastics, softball, and swimming and dive. Mackenzie Lane, you are the 2019 West Coaches Award recipient. All right, so I'm going to keep Mackenzie up here for a little bit so we can all see the smile that us as coaches get to see every day. Coach Rimouski had this to say about Mackenzie. She says, "Congratulations on receiving the most coachable award. Mackenzie has a lot of determination, dedication, and self-confidence. She is also a great team player, an amazing team leader. Mackenzie has a smile that truly is priceless, is always there every day for herself and for her teammates." I've only got to know Mackenzie for a short time. I tried to recruit her multiple times as a freshman all the way through to her senior year, but she was a softball player. This year she decided to come out, and this was a girl that wanted to try everything. In track and field, there's 18 events, so we had to try to limit her to a couple of events. She took to pole vault and has done an awesome job. She tried hurdles, did awesome even last night. Placed at the conference meet in 2 events for her first time out for track. It's just an amazing pleasure for me to coach a person that just has a smile as wide as she does, always asking what she can do to make herself better, but also willing to help the team in so many ways. So Mackenzie, it's been a privilege to coach you this year, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you, Coach Lipka, and congratulations, Mackenzie. In 1991, after returning to West Bend to run the family company, Prudence Piqua contacted the high school to discuss starting a Most Outstanding Female Athlete Award. Her grandfather, Carl Pick, had started the Most Outstanding Male Athlete Award in the 30s, and she felt it was time that the female graduating seniors of the West Bend high schools received equal recognition. She named the award in honor of her parents, Nancy and Alan Pick. It is my privilege to introduce Prudence Piqua for the presentation of these special awards.
This is always such a special evening for me, for to be here to celebrate with all the senior athletes, with their families, their parents who have supported them the last 4 years, and not least of all, their coaches who have dedicated themselves to their success, to your success, for the last 4 years. So congratulations to all of you. You are all winners this evening, and I'm honored to be here as part of your celebration. This award came about 29 years ago, and since 1991, it's been awarded to 49 outstanding female athletes graduating from the East and West high schools. When I attended high school, just slightly after the Iron Age, women's athletics were virtually non-existent. Fortunately and rightfully, Title IX and other acceptances have changed all that. I come from a family that supported athletics through my grandfather, Carl, and who were athletes themselves. My father was one of the first graduates of West Bend High School to play Big Ten football. He attended Northwestern University in Evanston, Illinois. In his senior year, they beat the Texas Longhorns 3-0 on a 22-yard field goal that my father kicked in the final 7 minutes of the game. I'm sure those were the longest 7 minutes of his life, waiting to see if it was going to hold. The Longhorns were national champs that year, and this was the only game that they lost. It was also the only game Northwestern won, but we don't talk about that as much. But the real story here is that Alan Pick, my father, was a second-string left-footed kicker who never missed a practice, and I was there at one of his reunions. I think was almost a team mascot, just one of those guys everybody liked. But when it counted, the coach pulled him off the bench to score the win. Commitment and perseverance do count, not only in athletics, but life. Lesson learned. Thanks, Dad. So, on to the award this evening. I am always grateful that the coaches decide who wins this award. I am certain year to year it is a very tough decision. However, there are written criteria to guide their choice, and these are based on conduct, character, and participation. And every year I quote, "The winner must have brought credit to her team, and she must be deemed a person of honesty, truthfulness, integrity, and responsibility with respect for others. This person has raised the bar and set the example for all her teammates through her commitment, perseverance, positive attitude, and team spirit. She has shown leadership on and off the field, not just for a winning season, but her entire high school career." So at this time, I would like to announce this year's winners. Would the winner of the Nancy and Alan Pick Award for East High School, Sydney Spaeth, please come on stage. I'd like to ask her coach, Cody Olson, to join us so that he can tell you about her accomplishments. Oh, there you are.
Yep. Sneaking up on you.
Yep.
I've known Sydney for a long time. Her dad, actually, Tony, who won this award in 1988, was my middle school track coach. Kind of got my love for track started. Then he was my varsity football coach, and Sydney was like this big. Watching her compete over the last 4 years has been incredible, and she's not done yet. We have a few weeks left in the season. What she's been able to accomplish defines what a student athlete is, and they call it a student athlete because you need to get it done in the classroom before you compete in athletics. She is one of the nicest human beings I have ever met, always saying thank you after everything. Always wanting to better herself day in and day out. She puts in the extra effort every practice to get the outcome she wants in competition. Sydney has been a 3-sport athlete throughout her high school career: volleyball, gymnastics, and track, which is a huge accomplishment within itself. Being a student athlete means you are becoming experts in time management. You need to make sure you make time for your family and homework outside of practices, meets, games, etc. She has broken many records in gymnastics and has gone to state twice, finishing 6th this year for floor, which is outstanding. Last year, she made it to state for track and triple jump and is gearing up for another state run. After high school, Sydney is attending State Norberts to be an anesthesiologist, which is way above my head, and compete in track. You will do great things in this world, and I am honored to have you a part of the track team for the last 4 years. Thank you for always helping out with every little thing, to always taking the tent, because no one else does, and other equipment that we need, and also for just being a coach to our younger athletes. Congratulations on this award. You truly deserve it.
I should mention that each of the young ladies will receive a certificate for a watch of their choosing at Hussars in West Bend, and they will engrave it for her. And they can only get this award once the season is over to meet the competing rules. So they will get this award when the season is over. Now I'd like to announce the winner for the West High School. Would Olivia Burns please come on stage and join me? And her coach, Jerry Haluka, who's going to tell us why she won the award this year. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, I'll let you take over.
Thank you, Prudence. Once again, thank you, Prudence, for allowing us to have this award for the female athletes. I know the guys got their side, but thank you for bringing this to the girls' side. So can we give Prudence a round of applause, please? So, Olivia, I'm going to start with what Coach Remillard had to say, and then you and I can have our emotional moment up here. Olivia Burns, congratulations, Olivia, on your award. Olivia has several great qualities that have helped her to get where she is today. She has a drive, competitiveness, self-confidence, determination, and is a great team leader and a team player. One thing that really stood out this season was her high tolerance for pain. Broken hand. Competing at sectionals in the state with a fracture in her hand was amazing to watch. Coach Remillard. Olivia came out as a track athlete her freshman year and probably was wondering what the heck I got myself into. Like most of our freshmen, they usually come out and they're used to middle school track where they show up, run, screw around, and then leave. When she got to our program, she came into a group of ladies that had very high expectations, and she kind of had to fall in line. She has grown to become one of those ladies that's held that expectation of our program and has helped us succeed success. She will leave this program with 2 school records. And the greatest thing, it's not an individual record. She helped her team compete at the highest level at the state meet, earning all state honors, and has set the bar high. And hopefully we can continue to what our goal was. I mean, her and I talked at the beginning of the season. We want to finish where we ended last year, and that's the podium at the state meet. Personally, she is just a ray of sunshine every day. Coach Wani and I always say we come to practice for our therapy. And part of it is just to see hardworking girls, and Olivia is just one of those that every day, no matter what it is, she is working hard to make sure that she puts her team first. She's not a person that wants to run individual events or do individual events. She wants that relay team to be successful. She's created a family amongst those teams, pushing themselves to the very best that they can, and it's a big part of your leadership and determination. So congratulations on being the 2019 Piqua winner.
Thanks very much again to Prudence for her presentation and definitely for her support of West Bend High School female athletes. Since 1927, the Carl Pick family of West Bend has been recognizing male athletes. The family was enthusiastic about high school sporting events and was always looking for ways to inspire young athletes to achieve their best. Many outstanding athletes have been recognized throughout the years. In 2007, we began a tradition of inviting past recipients for the presentation of the Outstanding Male Athlete Awards. It is my privilege to welcome Mr. Brent Henschel for the East High School presentation. Brent was the 1993 recipient of the Carl Pick Memorial Award.
Thank you, Molly. 26 years ago, I was sitting out there where all you seniors are sitting. Seemed like just yesterday, although it was literally last century, before smartphones and the internet was barely a thing. The Senior Athletic Awards ceremony wasn't here in the auditorium, it was in the basement of the Holy Angels Church. And the keynote speaker back then was the UW Athletic Director, Pat Richter. I know that Tony Spaeth played football for him back in those days, so that was the connection where he came in to the banquet. At the time, I'm embarrassed to say I didn't know what the Pick Award was, but as the people congratulated me at the ceremony, I looked at the names of the people who had won before me, and it became clear to me it was something very special. I remember after the ceremony, Bob Pick telling me I was part of the family now. They didn't actually give me the watch at the ceremony, as the engraving wasn't done in time. I recall me and my girlfriend at the time, who eventually became my wife, drove to a house out on one of the Cedar Lakes and met a very charming member of the Pick family, and he invited us in and told us lots of fun stories of West Bend from back in the day. And before I left, he said, "Welcome to the family," and that meant a lot to me. I still have the watch. It doesn't tick anymore or tell time, but that's not what it's meant for. Besides, I have my iPhone for that. The watch is more of what it represents. The Pick Award is something special because it represents a body of work over 4 years between the very dynamic ages of 14 and 18 years old. Between all the sports you participated in, all the classes you took, how you carried yourself, how you led, how you took coaching, how you handled the ups and downs, and how you, through it all, you carry yourself in accordance with high ideals, good sportsmanship, a competitive nature, and solid character. And with that, I'd like to welcome the newest member of the Pick Award family. Congratulations to Cooper Schlosser. Now, this is very special to me because I've coached Cooper since he was 8 years old in wrestling and have become close with the Schlosser family. Cooper is a three-sport athlete in football, wrestling, and baseball. He was a team captain in all three sports, all conference honors in all three sports. He took 5th place in state this past year in wrestling. He's the salutatorian of his graduating class, and again, carrying himself in accordance with high ideals, good sportsmanship, a competitive nature, and solid character. Cooper, on behalf of Coach Rondorf, Coach Herdrick, and myself, congratulations. We are very proud of you.
Thank you, Mr. Henschel, and congratulations, Cooper. And now, for the West High School presentation, I would like to present the 1994 recipient of the Andy Pick Memorial Award, Mr. Scott Hammer.
Thank you, Aaron. Well, first off, I'd like to congratulate all of the student athletes sitting out there. As Brent alluded to, for myself, 25 years ago, I was in the exact same position you are right now. Actually, for the west side, we were in the old Silverbrook cafeteria, so I wasn't sitting on nice, comfortable seats. I think I was at a cafe lunch table. So things have changed since then. However, one thing has not changed, and that's the honor and the prestige that accompanies the Andy Pick Memorial Award. Well, while team goals and accomplishments have always been first in West Bend athletics, this award takes a step beyond the team and recognizes the extraordinary athletic accomplishments of a single athlete. This year's recipient is a 6-time letter winner, competing in football, wrestling, and track and field. In football, he earned second-team all-conference honors his junior and senior years. This past fall, he also earned all-conference honorable mention as a utility player. He was a team captain and was voted by his team and his coaches as MVP. On the track, he has been nothing less than dominant. He is a school record holder
in the indoor 55-meter dash, indoor 200-meter, outdoor 100-meter, outdoor 200-meter, and pole vault. He's also a member of the 4x200-meter school record relay team. This season, at the indoor conference meet, he won the 55-meter dash and was a champion in pole vault. At conference relays, he was part of the winning 4x200-meter team and the individual pole vault champ. And just last night, I had the pleasure to watch him put on a track and field clinic at the North Shore Outdoor Conference meet, winning the 100-meter dash, the 200-meter dash, member of the 4x100-meter relay team that won, and a pole vault champ. I was honored and humbled when the Piqua Award was presented to me 25 years ago, and from everything I've heard about the character of this young man, I'm sure he will be too. It's my honor to present the 2019 Andy Pick Memorial Award to Eli Tranel.
Thank you, Mr. Hammer, and congratulations, Eli. I would now like to call up Coach Bill Albrecht to present the 2019 Pick Coach of the Year Award.
Thank you, Aaron. Tonight it's my privilege to present this year's Prudence Piqua Coach of the Year Award to a very deserving participant. Here's a litany of his coaching stops he's made in West Bend over the years. Bear with us. Spartan 8th grade girls basketball, West Bend East girls varsity basketball, Badger Middle School girls 8th grade basketball, West Bend West boys varsity basketball, West Bend West boys assistant varsity basketball, West Bend West boys sophomore basketball, West Bend West freshman boys basketball, West Bend West girls varsity basketball, West Bend East girls freshman basketball, West Bend East boys sophomore basketball, West Bend East boys freshman basketball, Silverbrook Middle School athletic coordinator, West Bend East girls freshman volleyball, Badger Middle School boys track, Badger Middle School boys wrestling, Holy Angels football, Holy Angels 7th grade boys basketball, and West Bend West boys cross country assistant. With that, he also taught 36 years in the West Bend School District. And it culminated this year with his West girls varsity basketball team, who finished with a record of 19-4. Now, as many of you are aware, Coach's wife, Andy, tragically passed away this past basketball season. And Coach has also been battling some of his own health issues. But through it all, he has not only persevered, but he has continued to serve the student athletes of West Bend through all these years. So please join me in a heartfelt thank you and congratulations for this year's Coach of the Year, Coach Joe Pintons.
Guten Abend, meine Herrschaften. Sorry, I had to do that. I noticed that the students didn't speak, so maybe that means I get extra time. I would like to thank the Pick family for their longstanding support of West Bend athletics. I'd like to especially thank Prudence for including the girls in the Pick Awards, and another thank you for establishing the Pick Coach of the Year Award. I am humbled and honored to receive this award. Looking at the list of other winners, of other people that were up for the award, it really humbles me. The past winners, Dave Blumier, Jim Soxie, and Bill Albrecht. I have to say that I stand with all of the other young coaches here tonight and say, thank goodness you picked a younger coach this year. I hope that didn't offend anybody. Thank you to Aaron Felber, my athletic director, for nominating me. I want to thank Brian Highmark for believing in me. I want to thank our athletic trainers for keeping our athletes healthy and game ready. In 1972, an administrator from Central Junior High in Superior, Wisconsin came to my nutrition class and said they couldn't find a basketball coach. Would any of the students volunteer? And so I, with another student, a friend of mine, took on that assignment. I still remember those boys, 7th grade boys. Fred Tertine thought he was a stud. Every game, he'd be sitting up in the stands surveying everybody as they came in. They were great kids. And after 52 plus coaching seasons, I'm still standing here tonight coaching basketball. On May 26, 1973, I married Andy. We had a team of 2, and then we had 4 children, and it became a team of 6. And now we have 12 grandchildren, and we have a much larger team. I want to acknowledge her because all of those years being a coach's wife, and you saw that I've coached many different sports. Basketball is a little bit different sport in terms of sometimes the parent involvement, and the coach's wife takes the brunt a lot of that stuff at home. It's not an easy job. I want to thank 3 of my children for being here tonight. My 2 girls, Megan and Jill, flew in tonight. They surprised me at supper. I was out with Scott and Jamie and the 3 girls, Nora and Jules and Molly. And then someone tapped on my back, and I thought it was our friends who were supposed to be coming to supper, according to my son, who said they were. I don't know if that qualifies for a lie or not. But it was my grandson Wyatt from Colorado Springs and his sister Ellie and Addison. And then my daughter Megan. You saw me walk out with one of the twins before that were born during the basketball season this year. Dash and Frankie. I've only got 7 pages, not to worry. My other son from LA couldn't make it tonight with his 4 kids. I want to thank all the coaches I've worked with over the years and that I've learned from. I want to especially thank Coach Ziegler, who's sitting on a stage tonight, who has been very, very helpful and very kind to me the last 2 years. I want to thank Coach Gary Filarczyk for coaching 3 different varsity teams with me and for covering our practices for a bit of missed time during mid-season this year. I want to thank the parents and players for making this season a very, very special and memorable season. I have to tell you, I do not see this award for a coach as much as it is for a team. I think it starts with the parents. They are the first coaches of our children. They are the ones that encourage us to take that first step. They encourage us to get up when we fall down and try the next step. They're the ones that teach us to say please and thank you and mind your manners. It's not just the parents, it's also the teachers, the ADs, the trainers, the assistant coaches, their teammates. Everybody does reinforcing along the way. I can't tell you how many athletes I talked to as a teacher when they would come in, maybe frustrated with their season. Teachers have a big role also. They say it takes a village to educate a child. I believe it takes a village to coach a child. We're all shaping the athlete and getting them to be the best they can be. I've always believed the head coach, other than doing his practices and training the kids, getting the kids ready for games, et cetera, the list goes on. But I always thought the coach gets to go along for the ride. And speaking of rides, Coach alluded to, I had surgery 6 weeks ago today. And just prior to going into that surgery, I got this jar in the mail from my daughter-in-law and son in LA. It's a get well jar. And it says, maybe some days you need a note, or maybe chocolate, or maybe both. Take care. And of course, there's a heart on it. I have to tell you, I've used the chocolate a little bit more than the notes. But when I came back from exercising today, I did take a chocolate, I'll be honest. But I thought, I'm going to pull a note today, and I had planned to tell a story tonight and leave you with that. But instead, I'm going to use the note that I pulled because it seemed kind of appropriate. Promise coming up, is it not? Uh-huh. Some of you are going to go in style. I know you are. Some of you are going to have limos and really live it up. Some of you won't have limos. When you leave high school, some of you will have limos at your wedding and so on. So I thought maybe this note's appropriate. Lots of people want to ride with you in the limo. But what you want is someone who will take the bus with you when the limo breaks down. And I thought it was appropriate because it speaks to my wife and it speaks to my kids and the Penton's team. Riding the limo is glamorous and smooth. Riding the bus is noisy and rough. Life on a team is not always easy. It can be rough. It can be noisy. It can be cold. It can be hot. It can be smooth and it can be comfortable. But I'm looking out here and I see a lot of seniors, and you're going on, you're going to start making decisions about your life. And you're going to, believe it or not, some of the kids that you think are your best friends in the whole world, within a short time, you will make a new friend, a circle of friends, and some of them are going to fall by the wayside. And so I think, and some of you are going to play sports. I think you need to make a decision what kind of a team player you're going to be in sports, and more importantly, in your life as it goes on. We would all like to ride the limo in sports and in life. But I would say to you, as you look for a new circle of friends and as you go out there and make your new choices about your life, pick teammates and friends who will want to take the bus with you. I wish you the best. Thank you again for this honor.
We will now present the 2019 West Girls Major Athletic Award winners. I ask that you please hold your applause until the end. Girls, you may need to form 2 rows, but please line up on stage and remain on stage until everybody has been called. Casey Igree. Hopefully I got it that time, Casey. Julia Bittner. Olivia Burns. Cassidy Shamer. Lauren Craig. Kirsten DeLuca. Lauren Downs. Alexis Fiorentino. Hannah Gallitz. Isabel Holbrook. Leah Justman. Lindsay Keller. Megan Kurtz. Mackenzie Lang. Michaela Miller. Rebecca Morichai. Megan Miller. Romy Pavlinik. Faith Pressinger. Michaela Schloss. Abigail Vogue. Kelsey Waters. And Callista Wonky. These are our 2019 West Girl Major Athletic Award winners. Let's give them a round of applause.
At this time, would the East girls please line up alphabetically as listed in the program?
Let's go to the east side.
And again, ladies, we'll ask that you form lines, and we'll ask to hold the applause until the end. And please remain on stage. Madeline Ahmet. Catherine Albrecht. Melanie Allen. Cassandra Bodart. Alyssa Chartier. Amber Dricken. Abigail Goodyjohn. Callie Heistorf. Paige Hochstetter. Grace Johnson. Mackenzie Josart. Kaylee Cannonberg. Lindsay Kramer. Bridget Krause. Auburn Larson. Megan Lemke. Megan Malwitz. Sarah Monday. Taylor Nye. Jamie Newman. Grace Poplinski. Heather Pekorski. McKenna Quinlan. Gabriela Santa Maria. Abigail Schuler. Caitlin Surgent. Sydney Spaeth, Summer Stranand, Abigail Trinastic, Priyanka Trivedi, Abby Vickney, Kaliana Wickus, Abigail Wimmer, and Taylor Woods. These are our 2019 East Girl Major Athletic Award winners. Congratulations, ladies.
Would the West boys please line up alphabetically as listed in the program to my left, please? All right. We have John Aspenleiter. Dustin Bond. Dylan Bauer. Maxwell Bright. Nathan Brendamill. Logan Carlson. Ethan Carmichael. Logan Chesak. Ethan Coughlin. PJ Dahlberg. Mark Damcott. Jimmy D'Angelo. Cody Denz. Andrew DeTunk. Thomas Duncan. Ethan Hadler. Benjamin Heinen. Scott Henrich. Jacob Hicks. Joshua Johnson. Brett Cannonberg. Nicholas Kasich. Trevor Caring. Austin Kazmaka. Michael Lang. Ethan Latham. Jack Lee. Justin Lee. Cody Lucas. Peter McLean. Nathan Millard. Jonathan Miller. Adam Nielsen. Tristan Putashas. Gavin Pickett. Blake Pudwell. Jackson Rod. Gage Rivera. Logan Rupnow. Paul Salinas. Jared Schultz. Alexander Suflo. Adam Tarba. Eli Tranel. Anthony Wellner. Noah Wilkins. Cade Yurgis. Ethan Yurgis. And Matthew Young. I present to you the 2019 West Boy Major Athletic Award winners. Thank you and congratulations.
And finally, would the East Boys please line up as listed in the program? All right, and I think you guys know the drill. Henry Anderson. Zachary Barbie. Braden Brem. Kyrese Breedis. Nathan Brockman. Matthew Clark. Matthew Corona. Ethan Dish. Brady Dreyer. Matthew Geldnick. Juan Garola. Christopher Huseman. Brian Jackwit. Trevor Johnson. Noah Karimi. Peyton Kesselhan. Mason Kirk. Caleb Canole. Robert Coles. Mateo Kapp. Cameron Kraus, Adam Luca, Reed Nauman, Jack Odness, Tyler Olazak, Evan Olivo, Sam Peterson, Dylan Polster, Taylor Rappi, Parker Ratzberg, Justin Scherzer, Cooper Schlosser, Jacob Schweckel, Michael Seaman, Zach Smith, Andrew Reniger, Jack Wiedmeyer. These are your 2019 East Boys Major Athletic Award winners. One very important program note, at the conclusion of tonight's program, we ask that the PIC Award winners and their presenters and the Coaches Award winners report to the stage for pictures. At this time, I will bring up Ms. Barb Breyer.
Good evening. 4 years ago, you entered this building and you said hello to your old friends and you made some new friends. In about 4 weeks, the goodbyes will start. And the goodbyes never get easier. But we at the high school will always remember you, and you'll always have a place in our hearts. In the athletic department, we are going to be saying goodbye to Ms. Hanks, the East Athletic Director, in a few weeks. She came to us in December and filled that East AD spot with grace and poise. And we will miss her greatly as she moves on to new ventures. So I'd like to take this moment to thank her for all that she's done for us in this last semester.
Of all the speakers tonight, I want to apologize. Everybody was great. I want to apologize. I'm the only bald guy, so I apologize for the glare. My name is BJ Royce. I'm the PA announcer. I do some announcing for boys basketball, boys football, boys baseball, and also girls volleyball. And I've had an opportunity to meet a lot of the parents and especially to watch the student athletes over the last 4 years, and it's been a great joy. A lot of tremendous athletes, very nice student athletes, appreciative parents and athletes alike, and I want to thank you for that. Before I get into the main reason I'm here, I'd like to congratulate all of you for your academic and athletic accomplishments. Best of luck to all of you, whether you're headed to college, to tech school, to the workforce, or the armed services. We appreciate that. If you're headed that way, we certainly appreciate your service. We've seen the transitions taking place in the athletic department, and the one constant for the past 8 seasons is Barb Breyer, who has proven to be the glue that binds that department together. She's hardworking, she's dedicated, she's thorough, and she's thoughtful. Barb, thank you for all that you do for these student athletes and the coaches. And now for the reason that I was asked to be here tonight, to thank Molly. Molly joined us when Denny left late last year. And, you know, as long as Tiffany's here on stage, I'll say for the record that Denny did a tremendous job. I think he was very progressive in the things he brought to the athletic department, things we hadn't seen before, things we hadn't done before. His commitment, his energy, his enthusiasm, I think was contagious. And I think he's left a mark that will continue on in the athletic department and out really throughout athletics. Molly joined us when Denny left late last year. She had previously spent 11 years in Oostburg as their athletic director. According to Barb, and I think most coaches would agree wholeheartedly with this, the transition was seamless. And that says a lot to Molly's character and preparation. Her experience was evident as she came in and hit the ground running. She proved to be knowledgeable, personable, organized, hardworking, interactive, and a very good communicator. At this point, Barb will be presenting Molly with a small token of our appreciation as we wish Molly the best of luck and thank her for a tough job well done.
Molly, on behalf of myself and the West Bend East Girls Basketball Program, I want to say thank you. As the wife of an athletic director, I truly understand the role of an AD. To come in mid-year and hit the ground running is something that most people could not do. Thank you for sharing your athletic knowledge and ability with the student athletes and coaches here at West Bend East the last 6 months. We truly appreciate all you have done, and your hard work and dedication did not go unnoticed by all of us that are part of the athletic scene on a daily basis. We wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
And this concludes tonight's program. Thank you so much for coming and have a safe trip home. Congratulations.